Hello, Tyche family. Welcome back to the channel. If you are returning, if you're new, welcome. We're so glad to have you. We are going into October, so this is monthly reads for all the signs. I'm super excited to get in there. This is the time of transformation and big things are on the horizon for everyone. So let's go ahead, get to the table, shuffle the cards, and see what Tyche and the Fates have in store for you. Welcome, Aquarius. We are here today to see what is in store for you for the month of October, the month of Samhain, of Halloween, all of the fun things that some of us live for, right? I know that at the beginning of fall, it has so many exciting things going on, and I want to know what particularly it has in store for you, my beautiful air signs. I do want to apologize ahead of time. I do have a cold, so I might sound a little nasally, a little sniffly. There's nothing I can do about it. I still wanted to get readings out to you guys. Been through a hurricane here in Florida. That's where I'm coming from. So I'm just trying to catch up on all of this. But I know there's something special in store for you, Aquarius. So let's get to shuffling and figure out what we have going on for you. So we don't do these outside. We're going to start with some oracle cards. They kind of just give us a basis for the reading. We're going to go into our tarot cards, which this is the Robin Woods deck. And then I'm actually going to do some reading from a basic, playing card deck, which is an old divination tool. I know that you can use divination with anything, but each deck gives me a little different perspective. So we're going to do layers on layers here. So for your oracle cards, we got turn knowledge into wisdom, set healthy boundaries, and a rebirth is issued. All right, so it looks like there is some learning that is going on here for you, Aquarius. Something has happened. The universe is trying to get you to create barriers for yourself and also come into a new you here. It seems like a rebirth is assured. That is exciting. That's no small thing, right? So let's go ahead and use our Robin Woods tarot deck here and expand upon this for October. Okay. So the Page of Swords reversed, the King of Cups reversed, and the Empress. So the Page of Swords reversed, I really find this, it seems like maybe you were stalled for a little while, right? I find the Page of Swords to be kind of like a new beginning. I see this card usually when a lesson is already learned and behavior is already changing. You can see he's kind of running down this hill here with this shining sword in his hand, just going full force. I think that this is the power and the energy of somebody who has new wonderful information that they feel is going to change their life and they're running towards it. The fact that it is reversed and it's right here under the wolf spirit, which again is turn knowledge into wisdom. I feel like maybe you let yourself be stuck in a situation longer than you should have. The King of Cups reversed here. King of Cups is a wonderful card because it really shows maturity in love and emotions and a mastery sort of these things, knowing when to express healthy emotion, but also knowing when to kind of hold back a little. You have it in reversed. So when I see that under the armadillo spirit, which is set healthy boundaries, I feel like this is really talking about a person. The fact that they're showing up reverse, I think that they really tried your boundaries and maybe they crossed them a couple of times. And that's why they're showing up reversed here. The Empress here is attached and underneath the bat spirit, which is a rebirth is assured. So I really feel like this is the rebirth. You're going to rebirth into the Empress. She's a wonderful card. She is stable and beautiful and fruitful and productive. She is a wonderfully steady, beautiful, strong card. She's kind of like that strong female spirit. So I do love to see that connected to your rebirth card there. I think that that is something that you can have in the future if that's something you're working towards and if you refuse to repeat cycles and hold on to the lesson that the universe is trying to bring towards you, right? So let's get some more information here. All right, so we have the Knight of Swords reversed, the Eight of Wands reversed, and the Three of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so the fact that we have the Knight of Swords reversed here, we're getting a decent amount of sword cards right off the bat. I do kind of feel like the Knight of Swords talks about somebody who, of course, is further along in their maturity than, say, like a page is, but it's still not the energy of a king, right? So I'm thinking that whoever this person is, maybe they have in the past tried to show you that they were going to change, so they made small changes, and that was a way for them to really try to prove to you, look, I'm changing, I'm doing things differently. But these changes were ultimately insignificant, and they were really only meant to manipulate you. So if this is somebody who says, see, look, I'm different now, and they've got a job, well, maybe it's a job that doesn't require much of them, or they didn't keep it long, or something of that sort. But it really can mean anything. If they promise change to you, and the change that they show you is only on the surface, it's not deep change, it's not important change, then that's what this can really mean. So it's just somebody who's trying to pacify you by giving you little bits of what you need and not really all what you need. So the Eight of Wands reverse, Eight of Wands is really like fast movement coming towards you, that sort of thing. This is in reverse. So I feel like this was a culmination of things, right? I don't think that they were horrible right off the bat. I think that the way that they tested your boundaries was really slow and methodical, and maybe almost in like a grooming way, right? So maybe they came in looking like an upright King of Cups, but slowly they started to test your boundaries and cross them and make you uncomfortable to the point where they turned into this King of Cups reversed. So it's really what I think this Eight of Wands reversed is really telling us. Right over here, we have the Three of Pentacles reversed. I really feel like your rebirth or your change, I think that you haven't been working at it. And I think that this Rebirth Assured card is saying that this is something that you can do. I don't think it's something that you have done yet. I want to underline that in my speech, yet, because you absolutely can. You just definitely haven't yet, right? You know you should. And I think you know that it's going to require work, and it's going to hurt, and it's going to be a struggle. And I think that's what you have been avoiding. So let's do a couple more tarot cards before we move over to the playing cards here to get a better idea. Yeah, so the Four of Swords, the Star reversed, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so the Four of Swords reversed, again, over here with all the sword cards, you got them all in one place. This is really, to me, you not using the wisdom or the knowledge that you have of this person and turning it into wisdom, right? So maybe you know that they have bad tendencies. Maybe you know they have bad habits. Maybe you know these things about them, but you're not turning that into wisdom, meaning you're not letting it turn into life lessons for you, and you're not letting that turn into the actions that you need to, like leaving or creating, ultimatums or things like that. So then I think the Queen of Pentacles here, I think it grouped over here about setting healthy boundaries. I think maybe there is some sort of material reason why you let this person test your boundaries or why you let them get away with what you have. There's some sort of security tied to them, whether this is a boss or a parent or a lover or somebody. There's something material that maybe you're getting and security. I mean, security is nothing to sneeze at, right? Like that is a huge thing. There's a hierarchy of needs that we have. And if they're not being met, it's hard for us to think clearly. So if you say won't have a place to live or a place to go, or they're tied to some sort of thing that you need to survive, this could really explain why you have been slow to set your boundaries or enforce them. So I'm not saying that that isn't a valid reason. However, once we go through these life lessons, we need to start finding ways to pull ourselves out of these situations. So if you're monetarily attached to this person, or there's some sort of security that you are holding on to, and the reason why you are staying around this person, it's time to start figuring out how you can do this on your own or with somebody else's help who is trustworthy and that you know and that you know loves you. Because I do see that if your security is tied to this person, you're going to be slow to act or slow to do anything to get out of the situation. The Star reversed here with your Rebirth Assured, I think that you also understand that you're not living your best life. And like I said, there are reasons that you're not working towards that. So I think the big message that we're getting from all of this is that you know that there's better out there for you. You feel maybe like you are a little stuck in a situation because you're getting something from this person that is really important, and it's time to start looking for a way to get that without them. So let's move over to the playing cards. These really like cut straight to the issue. That's why I like to use them. Okay, so the 8 of clubs, yeah, the 6 of diamonds, yeah, and the king of clubs, I'm sorry, 8 of spades. Okay, so in the 8s, when we have the spades here, spades are really, they're kind of problem cards, especially in the reading cards, right? So when you have 8s, I mean, 8s are not necessarily bad cards, right? 8s are really movement and change. And I think what this is saying is when this person came into your life, maybe they changed it for the better initially. And that's one of the reasons why you had this smoke screen around you, why you let yourself get so entangled with them that it's hard to believe now, because they did seem really good coming in. The 6 of diamonds, in the reading cards are always about money, monetary value, as opposed to, our clubs, which are, like more business related. So that actually delineates between those two. So the 6 of diamonds here, I really feel like 5 is real struggle. 6 is kind of struggle, just not as bad as 5. So I do feel like you are afraid, or you were afraid when they first came into your life, of doing things on your own because you didn't think that you'd be able to make it on your own, or whoever else you were with at the time. And of course we can see from the surrounding cards that that's just not true, Aquarius. You absolutely can. You can do this on your own. It just takes planning, it takes understanding, and it takes healing in this situation, right? So then over here we have the King of Clubs. So I'm thinking that this is just like when he came as the King of Cups reversed, all of that. I think that he's, and I keep saying he, it doesn't have to be a male. It absolutely can be a female. It can be non-binary person. It's just me saying that, right? It could be a he, it could not. Just keep that in mind if you're a listener. I think that this person has some sort of power, right? So like I said before, the clubs are very much about business, about the real tangible things in life, concrete things, investments, that sort of thing. And he's coming up as a king. I think that he has some sort of importance. So this could be a boss. This could be a father. This could be a husband or a lover. Just somebody that has power over you in some way. It could be because they have control of the finances. It could be just their domineering personality. It could be anything. So I really feel like that's what they're coming across as. All right, Aquarius, so it looks like you're sort of in a situation right now, but just know a rebirth here is assured for you. I want you to focus on this part of the reading, that you have the Empress inside of you, and she is ready to come out, whether you're male, female, whatever. You have a good future ahead of you if you're willing to take it. It's just going to take some healing, some introspection, some planning, and I know that's easier said than done. I'd love to expand on this for you if you're interested. If this resonates, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, I will read for you next month, and we'll see how all of this continues on. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again.